Buenos tardes. It is Gerrit Amado Peligroso Danes Gonzalez. Okay? And you know what? Today we're going to be speaking of the great word that is behind me. And you know, what does that say? What does that say? It say a technique. Okay? This is what it says. It's what it says. And you know what? We're going to start off with a great story about technique. I go to the Planet Fitness after boxing. And earlier in this day, I run about 2.5 miles. You know, we're going to say 2.5 miles is what I ran earlier in the day. And then I go to boxing and I watch some great sparring. And I learn some great moves that I call the Drake and the Gentleman. The Drake is right body shot, right body hook when you're up against the ropes to swoop you out. You can also use an uppercut, but like the uppercut, it's going to be called an 86 in my opinion. 8, 6, or wait. No, yeah, uppercut 8-6 left hand, 8-7 with the right hand, or 9-7 for me. You get what I mean? That's just for me. That's what I call it. 8-6, 9-7, but I would preferably use that in the corner. Okay. Anyways, Drake, right? Drake is left body hook. 6'4" or 4'6", you know what I mean? Head, body, or body, head, whichever you prefer, whichever's like there, use it. The Gentleman, right body shot, right head hook. You know what I mean? Or vice versa. You can hit the 7, the 4, the 5, 7-5, or 5-7, you know? Whatever you do, But Drake is, or Gentleman is right, and Gentleman right, Drake left. I made it up like right when I saw it. I was like, Drake. I was like, Drake, bruh. Anyways, that's some technique, you know? That's some technique. Anyways, I pull up to the Planet Fitness after. And the day before at the gym, I do this like insane Mike Tyson workout. 500 push-ups, 500 dips. That is some quality strain to the triceps. You know? After that, 500 shrugs. After that, 1,000 sit-ups. After that, 1,000 squats. The 1,000 squats, Brohemio, definitely hit my legs. I was like surprised how much the 1,000 squats got my legs sore. Interestingly enough. So I'm at the gym, you know, I'm like back and buys and shoulders, I suppose, So that's what I go for. I don't bring my running shoes in. I see a woman I refer to as Yasmincita, the right hook, numero 5. Lord bless me. Anyways, I see Yasmincita. I'm like, Brohemio, am I gonna like approach Yasmincita with like BS back exercises? I'm like, nah, Brohemio. I'm going to go get my running shoes and I'm going to run 3 miles and I'm going to get amped up. And so I do it like 1.5 this way. And then like I start at like 6.6 and I'm like, then I go to like 7, then a 7.3, a 7.7, a 7.8. 8.3. I think I stop at 8.3. And, I'm running. As the 3 miles comes on, and my shirt is drenched. I'm amped up. I got that runner's high, Brohemio. And I go up to Yasmincita right after those 3 miles. And I'm like, what's up, Yasmincita? I don't remember exactly what I said first. I was like, what's up, Yasmin? You know what I mean? Like, I don't remember what I said. But I was like, you know my boxing name, right? And she was all, no. And I was like, it's Peligroso Edanes. And I was like, you know what peligroso means? And she's all, no. And I was like, it means dangerous in Spanish. And I was like, you know what Adonis means? And she was all, no. And I was like, you don't know Greek mythology? And she was all, no. And I was like, Adonis is like the most handsomest man to ever live. And I was like, so basically it's dangerous, handsome man. And she told me, you know what she told me? I feel like you're lying. And I was like, Brohemia, what purpose would I have to lie about my boxing name? That is my boxing name, Brohemia. And then she's like, okay, And I was like, yeah, that's my boxing name. Señorcita, Señoracita. You get what I'm talking about? Señoracita. And after those 3 miles, I'm pumped up still. Of course. So, like, I do some quality rows. And you know what? I'm not saying that, like, before the 3 miles, like, I did 2 sets on this side, and then I did do some good reps. You get what I mean? Like, I did some good reps. I'm not going to say I was, like, straight up, like, non-bro-chalant. You get what I'm talking about? Like, I did do, like, good reps. I know I did. I remember. But I was like, Brohemio, go harder. Get bro-tastic, G. So I get my running shoes. I get zoned in. I'm like, Brohemio, do the 3 miles, but I'm talking about the rows. Like, you get what I mean? After those 3 miles, after speaking to Yasmincita, I'm doing these rows good. I'm like, pinch that back. So I pinch that back. You get what I mean? And then after that, I do some military presses. I do some good sets on those too. And eagles as well, right after. Wapata and wapata, and they're both at the same time. And then I do some bicep curls, good reps as well. I want to thank God for giving humans the runner's high, Brohemios and Brohemias. That's what I'm talking about. The technique of doing the 3 miles, giving me all what I got right then and there in life. The technique of getting the runner's high is what I'm talking about. I could have just kept on going with these back exercises, blah, 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 blah. You get what I mean? I could have went that route, but I was like, Brohemio, I'm a G, man. I'm going to do this, man. Bro-tastic. So I'm like, I do it, man. I probably wouldn't have said, like, awesome things to Yasmincita if I would have just went the blah, blah, blah way, bro. Bro-tastic, man. Ándale, pues. Okay. Next up, we're going to be talking about David Goggins, who is a baller. Attempts his PR long run. First part, he's feeling good, Clear mind también. Thinking about running, the running pace, breathing, that's some great technique. If you ever run and, like, you feel like you're standing still, but you're, like, actually moving, but you're breathing, and your technique and your pacing is just, like, so great, that is some good stuff. That happened to me when I was doing those 3 miles for, like, a fair amount of time. And it was, like, chill. brotastic. But my head was straight. You get what I mean? But mile 15, he's like, bruh, break down. My legs are hurting. Thinks of excuses. He's like, should I just call my girlfriend to pick me up? And then, like, the real David Goggins comes into play. He's like, bro, stay hard, man. Quote unquote. I felt like a little bitch, so I'm going to go hard like David, the real David Goggins. Push. Quote unquote, I'm the grittiest MFer in the world. You get what I'm talking about, brohemios and brohemias? Push. Push. What happens if you don't push? The pen doesn't write. But when you push, ándale pues. Freaking brotastic. That's what I'm talking about, guys. Technique. 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 Like with the running, I chose the technique of running so that I could do great stuff. You get what I mean? Even like those rows were like techniqueified. When I pulled back and was getting that pinch, my pelvic area was real good. My freaking feet were like pretty good, you know what I mean? Qualitycito. That's what I'm talking about. Technique. Brohemios. And brohemias, okay?